the ring, but you can never touch the crown. I smoke a million swisher blunts and I ain't never coming down. You ain't no Barbie, I see you work at Arby's. Number 2, supersize, hurry up, I'm starving. Gnarly, radical, on the block I'm magical. See me at your college campus, baggy full of Adderalls. Call me if you need a fix.
What's up guys, it's Akira, and in today's video I have a DIY for y'all. I decided to recreate a look that I saw Billie Eilish wear. However, I put my own little spin on it and made it out of a pair of old jeans that I had. So if y'all want to see how to do the same thing, or if you just want to see how to make the print or whatever, just keep on watching. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up, and yeah, let's just get started. So I'll be sure to put all of the items that you're gonna need for this in my description. However, as you can see, we're starting off with just a simple pair of skinny jeans. You could also use flare jeans. I don't really think it matters, honestly. I feel like the bigger the jean, the more, fabric you'll have to actually make your outfit. So just keep that in mind when picking your jeans that you're gonna use. Once you're done cutting your pants, it's time to begin taking the seam out that basically makes your pants, and we'll change it into a skirt. As you can see, I just grabbed a seam ripper and just began taking the seams out there. Once you're finished with that, it's time to hem the area that you just seam ripped. I just folded the edges over a little bit, pinned it on both sides. As you can see, I'm doing it here on the front. And then I'll show you guys what it looked like on the back, because the back was a little bit more complicated. You can actually take out the entire seam on the back, or you can cut the pants upwards and basically make it cleaner than mine. But I was just trying to do this quickly and I didn't want to do all that, but do as you please. The next step is to take your leftover leg pieces and start cutting those open, kind of. I guess that's how I can explain it. As you can see what I'm doing here, I basically took the side seams and just started cutting them. I didn't even take the seams out, I just started cutting right up the pant leg, and you'll see why soon. Okay, I don't know why I didn't film myself actually doing it, but as you can see here, I have 2 parts of the pants legs pinned together. I basically just took a crop top of my own, as you'll see in the next clip, laid it on the fabric, decided where I wanted to cut it, and made sure the lines were vertical, so it's making you look real cute and real snatched. And I gave myself seam allowance, as you can see, around the crop top, and basically just cut out what I wanted the front of the top to look like and pinned it together right there on the inside. So that's what you're going to want to do with your pants. You don't have to cut it in the same spot, but you do want to have a clean edge like I do at the bottom. I use like the ankle part for the bottom of the top. Okay, so the next thing I did is I began to sew the part of my top that you just saw I had pinned together. So right there in the center, I just sewed right down from the top to the bottom. And then after I did that, I began to hem the top of the shirt, just basically by folding it over, pinning it, and sewing it. Really simple, and you can see what I did right here. Sorry, some of these clips go from like night to day, but I was working on it kind of out of order. But as you can see here, I'm just hemming the skirt right at the same place that we pinned before. So once I was finished hemming the skirt and hemming the top, the skirt is completely finished now. I also sewed the part in the back. I don't think I filmed that, but I showed y'all what I did. I showed you where I pinned it. So if you pin it in the same spot and sew it in the same spot, it's gonna come out the same. And now I'm attaching some elastic to the back of the top, because that's what our top is gonna look like on the back. It's gonna be elastic so that it'll fit and you're covered, and so on and so forth. I did 3 different rows of elastic, and I made sure that they were kind of short so that they actually stretched across my skin and so that the top fit nicely. Just make sure to measure yourself or try on the top a few times before you sew it so you can make sure it fits properly. Once you're done pinning all that elastic, it's time to sew the elastic onto the shirt. I sewed it right at the edge of the top, so basically where the elastic starts and where you're done seeing it basically is right where I sewed it. I'll actually show you right here. Now it's time to make the straps. So I basically just took the denim fabric that I had left over and cut 4, I would say maybe 1 inch to 1.5 inches thick straps and pinned them together right here, and then sewed them together. And the next thing I did after that is I pulled the edges in and hemmed them both, and then I figured out where they were gonna fit on my top. I went and tried the top on, pinned it where I wanted it, made sure they weren't too long, and yeah. After I figured out where I wanted the straps, I sewed them to the top, as you can see right here. I kind of just sewed them where I thought they would look nice and made sure it was the proper length. And yeah, after I did that, I cut all the excess elastic that I had on the top because, you know, the strips are a little bit longer, as you can see here. And then I started to make the mask. Okay, y'all, so the mask was honestly so last minute and makeshift. I can include a better mask tutorial in the description. However, I just pinned my own face mask to the denim where I wanted it to be, cut it out, and then afterwards I took 2 extra pieces of denim and sewed that to the edges of it, of course after hemming the entire mask itself. I'm gonna include what I did here, as you can see, if that breaks it down a little bit better. But yeah, this wasn't really a focus of the outfit, so I kind of just made it real quick and easy. So once I was done sewing everything, I had my pieces that looked like this, you know, pretty much every single thing I just showed you guys, but all together now. So now here comes the next part. You're going to go online and find the Louis Vuitton print. I can include the ones I use in the description. I already had the Louis Vuitton logo, so now this is just the rest of the prints that I want to go on my fabric. You're going to print it out, and then you're going to grab an x-acto knife and some cardboard, attach your paper to the cardboard, and cut out the design with your x-acto knife until you have something that looks like this. Basically, you want to have the black space empty, and that's the part you're going to be spraying. So if that makes sense, you'll see later in the video what I mean by that. Okay, so now here's the fun part. You're going to take your stencil and basically just place it right onto your fabric wherever you want your print to be, and just grab your spray paint and spray right over that baby. For some of the stencils like this one, I actually had to add a little bit of tape onto the back of it just because it would fly away if I sprayed it without the tape. So just do that and then remove the stencil once it's kind of dry. Don't be like me and take it off immediately. And basically just continue that all along your outfit wherever you want the prints to go. This is what my top looked like once I added all the prints that I wanted, and this is the entire fit. Really cute. I love it so much. Billie Eilish, if she could see this right now, I think she would be kind of proud. I hope you all liked this video, and if you did, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up and comment down below, and I will see you guys later with another video. Bye!